UN adopts Education for Peace resolution to strengthen global peace through learning. Cruise passenger hailed as hero after saving 84-year-old man's life. Project Hello World marks 10th Balik Eskwela in Loilo Elementary, General Nakar, Quezon. Panglao Sea turtle in Bohol safely made their way to the ocean after conservation. 78-year-old woman graduates from senior high school to achieve her longer dreams. Metro Manila minimum wage earners are expected to receive higher pay that will take effect in 2 phases. 2 inventors acquired major success after conquering different hardships. Good day, Philippines! I am Kuis KS, bringing you all some of the good news and updates for the Q2 of 2026 here on New Civilization Network. Education has long been recognized as a powerful tool in building stronger and more peaceful communities. In a significant step toward promoting global peace through learning, the United Nations General Assembly has adopted the Education for Peace resolution, encouraging countries to strengthen education that fosters understanding, respect, and cooperation. For more on this, here's Ashley Raquel with the good news.
The United Nations General Assembly has officially adopted the Education for Peace resolution during its plenary meeting held on June 4 at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Introduced by Armenia and supported by nearly 100 member states, the resolution recognizes education as one of the strongest foundations for building peaceful, inclusive, and resilient societies. It encourages governments and educational institutions to promote learning that strengthens dialogue, mutual respect, understanding, and cooperation among people from different cultures. During the meeting, Armenia's permanent representative to the United Nations Ambassador Paruyr Hovhannisyan emphasized the importance of education in achieving lasting peace.
Education is one of the strongest foundations of peace. Societies that invest in education invest in resilience, dialogue, mutual understanding, and peaceful coexistence.
The resolution also highlights the importance of ensuring safe, inclusive, and quality education for all, particularly for children affected by conflict, displacement, and humanitarian crisis. It reaffirms that education is not only a fundamental human right, but also an essential tool in preventing violence, reducing discrimination, and promoting lasting peace. As nations continue to work together in addressing global challenges, the United Nations hopes this initiative will inspire greater investment in education as a pathway toward a more peaceful, inclusive, and united future. Reporting from NCN News, this is Ashley Raquel with the good news.
Thank you, Ashley. A Carnival Cruise Line passenger is being hailed as a hero after rescuing an 84-year-old man who fell into the water during a cruise stop in Mexico. For more on this, here's Pamela Yanilla with the good news.
Good day. A routine cruise stop turned into an emergency after an 84-year-old passenger accidentally fell into the water while returning to the ship. The incident happened on May 19, while the Carnival Jubilee was docked at Costa Maya, Mexico. According to Carnival Cruise Line, the ship's security team immediately responded after the elderly passenger fell from the pier into the water. Before responders could reach him, another passenger identified only as Myron quickly removed his shoes and jumped into the water after noticing the man struggling. According to Myron's wife, Amy, he reached the elderly man, lifted him onto his shoulder, and kept him above water until rescue personnel safely brought both out of the water. Carnival Cruise Line confirmed that the elderly passenger was taken to the ship's medical center for treatment. He later completed the cruise and safely left the ship in Galveston, Texas. The rescue quickly gained attention on social media, where many praised Myron for his courage and quick response. As a gesture of appreciation, Carnival Cruise Line thanked him with keepsake pins, a complimentary steak dinner, and a personal thank you message from the ship's crew. The incident highlights how one person's quick action can make a difference during an emergency. According to Fox News Digital and Carnival Cruise Line, the elderly passenger recovered safely following the rescue. Reporting from NCN News, this is Pamela Yanilla with the good news.
Thank you, Pamela. Let's now proceed on the local news. Project Hello World has successfully marked a decade of transforming lives through education with the successful conduct of its 10th Balik Eskwela project at Loilo Elementary School in Sitio Loilo, Barangay Kanaway, General Nakar, Quezon. Held on May 9, 2026, the outreach brought together government agencies, volunteers, and community partners in a shared mission of preparing students for the upcoming school year. Learners received school bags, lunch boxes, water tumblers, umbrellas, slippers, and other essential school supplies to help ease the financial burden on their families while inspiring them to pursue their education with confidence. The program also celebrated the 10-year partnership between Project Hello World and Global Peace Foundation Philippines, highlighting a decade of volunteerism, educational support, and community development for underserved communities. Messages full of support were delivered by the representatives from the local government unit of General Nakar, DSWD Field Office Region 4A, Global Peace Foundation of Philippines, Project Hello World, and Loilo Elementary School, reaffirming their commitment to investing in the future of the youth through education and collaboration. Project Hello World also extended its heartfelt gratitude to its generous donors, dedicated volunteers, valued partners, and sponsors whose unwavering support made this milestone initiative possible. As students prepare to begin another school year, the 10th Balik Eskwela project stands as a reminder that when communities work together, education becomes a pathway to hope, empowerment, and a brighter future. What a blast for World Sea Turtle Day! A remarkable conservation success unfolded on one of Bohol's busiest tourist destinations. Dozens of sea turtle hatchlings were safely released into the ocean after weeks of careful monitoring and a coordinated effort by environmental authorities and resort staff. For more details, here's Micaela Pelegro with the good news.
The successful release occurred on Alona Beach just hours before World Sea Turtle Day, turning a busy tourist hotspot into a symbol of environmental hope. According to the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Central Visayas, the nesting site was first documented on April 25, 2026, directly in front of the Henan Resort. The unexpected nesting on a bustling commercial strip prompted immediate action from the DENR Panglao Island Protected Seascape, the Panglao Island Restoration and Rehabilitation Program, and resort staff. Because the original clutch was deposited dangerously within the high tide line, responders immediately relocated the eggs to a safer, higher spot on the beach. Following nearly 2 months of careful monitoring, the hatchlings finally broke through their shells. Resort staff and environmental teams quickly established a protective perimeter, turning off non-essential artificial resort lights to prevent the newborn from getting disoriented and to guide them safely toward the ocean waves. Bohol Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Officer Wilson E. Henson pointed out that this milestone highlights how critical multisectoral teamwork is for wildlife protection. This successful hatching shows a shared commitment to preserving Bohol's rich biodiversity, proving to the world that sustainable tourism and wildlife conservation can actually coexist in perfect harmony. From nature's powerful resilience in the heart of tourism, reporting for NCN News, this is Micaela Pelegro with the good news.
Thank you, Micaela. Some dreams may take decades to fulfill, but determination can make them a reality. In Cagayan, a 78-year-old woman has become an inspiration after earning her senior high school diploma, proving that learning has no age limit. For more details, here's Joy Baudilla with the good news.
Thank you, Kuis. A lifelong dream has finally come true for 78-year-old Genoveva Andaya of Lallo, Cagayan, who proudly graduated from senior high school, proving that it's never too late to learn. Genoveva completed the Technical Vocational Livelihood Home Economics strand at Magapit National High School during the graduation ceremony held on March 31. Many years ago, financial hardship forced her to leave school before finishing her education. Determined to achieve her dream, she returned to the classroom through the alternative learning system, where she worked hard to complete her studies despite the challenges that came with age. As she finally received her diploma, Andaya became an inspiration to her teachers, classmates, and the entire community. She shared that she wanted to show that age should never stop anyone from pursuing their goals and that learning can happen at any stage of life. Her remarkable journey serves as a reminder that perseverance, determination, and hope can turn even the longest held dreams into reality. For many Filipinos, Genoveva Andaya's story is living proof that it is never too late to begin again. Reporting from NCN News, this is Joy Baudilla with the good news.
Thank you, Joy. If you are one of the minimum wage earners in Metro Manila, here's some good news for you. Thousands of workers in Metro Manila are set to receive higher pay following the approval of a new minimum wage increase. This adjustment is expected to provide relief to workers facing the rising cost of basic goods and services. For more on this, here's Loris Santos with the good news.
Thousands of minimum wage earners in Metro Manila are expected to benefit from a newly approved wage increase aimed at helping workers cope with the rising cost of living. The increase will be implemented in two phases. The first 60 pesos will take effect on July 19, 2026, while the remaining 25 pesos will be implemented on January 20, 2027. Once the wage adjustment is fully implemented, the daily minimum wage for workers in the non-agriculture sector will increase to 780 pesos. Meanwhile, workers in the agriculture sector as well as employees of small retail, service, and selected manufacturing establishments will receive 743 pesos per day. According to the Department of Labor and Employment, the wage adjustment is intended to provide financial relief to workers as they continue to face higher prices of basic goods, transportation, utilities, and other everyday expenses. At the same time, labor officials mentioned that the increase was carefully studied to balance the welfare of workers with the capacity of businesses, especially small and medium-sized enterprises, to comply with the new wage order. The Department of Labor and Employment reminds employers to implement the wage increase on the scheduled dates and encourages workers to report any violations to the appropriate labor authorities. As the new wage order takes effect, both workers and employers will be closely watching its impact on household incomes, business operations, and the overall economy. Reporting from NCN News, this is Loris Santos with the good news.
Thank you, Loris. Another international news. Behind every successful invention is a story of perseverance. Just like the two entrepreneurs who transferred their personal challenges into innovative products that are now making an impact worldwide, proving that setbacks can become stepping stones to success. For more details, here's Jefferson Dallas with the good news.
Thank you, Kuis. Due to the challenges and resilience faced by the two inventors, it led them toward inspiring new ideas and acquired huge success. The innovator of the Thompson Tee, a sweat-proof shirt, Billy Thompson, saved people from embarrassing moments and inspired by his past struggle that always makes his shirt dampen in sweat. This invention led to a $700,000 investment on ABC reality television Shark Tank. As a co-founder of Nugget Boss and inventor of oversized hats, Sean Starner disrupts all promotional patterns by creating a new one, leading to successful licensing deals on some biggest sports industries and becoming a fan favorite in the sports world. But before their success, they have encountered numerous hardships such as people having doubts.
So what people don't see is just the restless, the sleepless night.
Ultimately, it's the struggle. You know, it's easy to see the success stories because that's what makes the news, but
Despite the challenges, the two mentioned that they took this as a motivation and continued their path instead of giving up.
I really don't like the word failure because along the lines, you're right, there's no straight path. There's obstacles that get in the way.
you're going to make more mistakes and you're going to fail more times than you succeed, right? You just got to make sure your successes are big enough to cover all those failures.
Billy Thompson and Sean Starner showed that the barriers are not there to stop one's work, but slowly shaping the individual towards success. Reporting from NCN News, this is Jefferson Dallas with the good news.
Thank you, Jefferson. And that's what we have for Quarter 2 of 2026. Remember to stay connected, keep smiling, and share positive vibes with everyone. I am Kuis KS from New Civilization Network, wrapping up the good news.